Hey guys, Cheerful Checkmates here, coming at you with another video. So in this one, I want to talk to you about, for those of you that don't know about four-player chess, or maybe you don't know much about chess, or maybe you do and you haven't played four-player chess, I want to give you a quick intro to the game and what it is, how it works, etc. So let's get right into it. Where you play this game is on chess.com. That's the chess website that actually has it. I think they might have trademarked it. So you go to your chess.com account. Hopefully you have an account. You go to play up here and then go to four player and variants. And you're going to come up to the variants page here. It's going to load in a second. The top variant and by far the most popular chess variant on chess.com is four player chess. As you can see right now, there's 178 players that are playing. And the reason this variant is so popular is just really simple. It's just incredibly fun to play. It's fun, it's hectic, it's chaotic. It is just awesome. And we're going to see it for ourselves. Let's go there and get a game started to show you how it would work. So the board looks like this. Obviously, a lot of folks here already know what a regular chessboard looks like. So like this, four-player chessboard is much bigger. As you can see here, much more squares are smaller, obviously. Four different players on all sides of the board. So you've got, you're going this way, and your opponents are going in a different direction. And yeah, this is just it's just a very different style of chess. It's fun, it's amazing. So to start a game though, you need four players, obviously not two, so you might need to wait a little bit longer. What you do is you set up your game control and you press play. And there's two main options here. One is called free for all. That's where each player is fighting to win for themselves. The second one here is called teams, and that's when you and the player across from you are on the same team and you win or lose together. So just to start, let's get a free-for-all challenge going here. And of course, we're going to agree to all the fair play rules, all good. And let's see what happens. So looks like we got three players already lining up. We're just waiting for number 4 to get started. And while we're waiting, let's see if we... Oh, never mind. Game started already. So I'm going to just open up some lines here and see how this goes. Blue does the same to yellow here. And yeah, this is kind of a common theme where you're exploiting your opponent's weak king pawns. And it looks like he's on me here too. Yeah, I have to defend this. Yeah, this is super dangerous. If he takes and he takes here, I am in big trouble. So I got to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. And looks like we're in for some trouble already. But you know what? I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to actually take here in hopes that yellow takes here and checkmates green. So I'm kind of hoping for some cooperation from the opposite player, and he does it. Thank you, sir. Still taking your queen, though. So as you can see, this game is really, really sharp. There's just lots going on, and it's kind of wild. It is just insanely wild. All right, let's go over here. Yeah, blue's kind of strong here. So you can see he promoted on the 8th rank, which is the 8th rank from where he starts. And that's how promotions work in four-player chess. You you promote the pawns to queens when they cross over into the 8th rank. So it's kind of like chess, except the board is so big that the 8th rank is not at the end. It's actually right past the center of the board. So this is the 8th rank for me, for example. And the way you can tell if you're playing this game, the way you can tell where the 8th rank is like so. So look at this little checkmate. All right. So it's just me and blue now. And just like that, down to 2. Yeah, so as I was saying, here, if you're, let's say you're playing a game and you forget where the 8th row is and you don't want to count because you're busy playing, what you can do is look at this center of the board, this little square right here, or circle at the very center of the board. That shows you the very center of the board. So what that means is your 8th square is going to be the one right past that from your direction. So for me, it's this. For blue, it would be this row right here. And then once your pawns cross over into that row, they immediately queen. Now with, oh, he hung his queen. Thank you. With queens that are promoted, you'll see that they got a number 1 here, unlike the ones that you had to start the game with. The reason for that is it's got to do with the 4-player chess point system. And the way that works is when you're playing 4-player chess, you don't win by checkmating people. You win by gaining as many points as possible. So right now I have 19, blue has 22, yellow has 21, and green had 1 point. So how do you get points? You get them by, okay, I'm gonna address this threat. You get points by taking pieces of your opponents. So for example, if I take a pawn, let's actually go ahead and, well, maybe play this move actually. Try to get a trade in. If I take a knight, I get 3 points. He just did, so he just got 3 points. And 3 points for me here. When I take a knight, I get 3 points. When I take a queen, I get 9. When I take a pawn, I get 1. And rook and a bishop are 5. And that's how this game works. You win by getting points. So he took my pawn. That's a +1 point for him. Now I'm going to take his bishop, +5. Now, if you checkmate an opponent's king, that's 20 points. So best thing to do is checkmate. And you'll remember that blue did that to yellow, so that's why he has so many points here. Let's just go after blue's king. And you'll notice here, okay, that's not too threatening. Let's just attack. You'll notice when players checkmated, their pieces become grayed out. That means they're inactive. Oh, he hung checkmate. So their pieces become inactive when they get checkmated, and taking them no longer gives you points. And once everybody except one player is checkmated, game's over. Then you count the points and you see who wins. So it's not the player who's standing, it's the player with the most number of points. Now, in this case, it happened to be me on both counts, but what matters is I have the most points. So I got 20 points when I just checkmated blue's king, and that bumped me from 28 to 48. And game over. So that's 4-player chess in a nutshell. As you can see, it's super, super wild. Lots going on. We can just kind of look at the game that happened just to kind of show you. So right over here, right off the bat, you see tactics all around, right on move 1. And people having to, especially green, having to defend against mate threats. And the mate threats just keep coming. So he defended 1 mate threat, and now there's another. In his first move already there was a mate threat, because if he makes a random move, I would play here, and then yellow would just go ahead and checkmate him right away. So it's just insane level of tactics. So he had to defend. I come in, I renew the threat. Now we're threatening to cooperate and checkmate him again, and he has to respond to that. So he didn't, but I didn't take advantage here because I was worried about my own checkmate threat, or the checkmate threats against my own king. So I had to defend against those. And then he goes for this, I guess, but he forgot about the fact that we're threatening him here, and that's just faster. Um, and in fact, I think I could have done that right away. I didn't really have to wait even. So that was a miss by me. But now that he takes, I kind of woke up and realized, oh, I better do something, and this is just by far the best thing to do. So this is instructive, guys. Right here, me taking here doesn't checkmate green. He can just take me. He can take me back. So I don't get points for that. I just get 1 point for taking his pawn here. But when yellow does this, that's the checkmating move because now he's backing me up. And so notice how the 20 points went to yellow instead of me. So that's key. Whoever makes the checkmating move gets the 20 points. Now I get 9 for taking his queen, and the game goes on. So here, yellow should probably not move because blue with queen, he made the mistake of moving. So now blue can queen. And actually, right here, there's a mate threat on yellow. But it's his move, so he can defend it, and he did. So he blocked the square. Really good stuff by yellow here. And game goes on. Yeah, he wants to open up his bishop. All good. Just develop some pieces. And yeah, so blue's moving in on yellow here with my queen covering this square. So yellow has to defend this with something maybe like that. He doesn't see it. And game over for yellow. So now blue gets 20 points. And now with 2 players knocked out, the game sort of starts resembling a regular chess game with just a giant board and all these random inactive pieces hanging out. But at this point, it gets a little less crazy because you no longer have 4 players kind of just causing chaos. And yeah, he just hung his queen here. But anyways, that's the game in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe and share it with a friend who might also enjoy it. And I will see you next time at Cheerful Checkmates. Take care for now. Bye bye.